Hey guys, welcome to the fish room. I'm Rachel Leary and I'm coming to you today looking like about $2 because today I had to unexpectedly fix equipment, and let me tell you, there is no excuse for it. So this week's tip is stay on top of your equipment maintenance. So the way that I remove my wastewater from my fish room is I have this pump plumbed to a drain underneath my sink. So water goes into the sink, flows down this pipe to this pump, and it's pumped all the way up to the sewer line. And this is just a pump I got at Home Depot for I think around $200, and it's meant for like a utility sink or a wet bar or something like that. And then I have the standpipe here to vent it, and then I have my dehumidifier. I run a line to that pipe for drainage. And about once every other year or so, this thing gets totally full of sand and snail shells and whatever else, and I have to take it apart and clean it. So that's what I'm working on right now. Now this is kind of a pain in the butt because I have it plumbed to the sewer line without a disconnect. And I'm being completely lazy about getting the tools that would make this really easy. If I would just walk out to my husband's shop and get a ratchet, I would have been done probably quite a long time ago. But I have this adjustable wrench down here from doing the fittings on my oxygen tank, so that's what I'm using. I'm on the last bolt here. Yes. And then I can try and take it apart and we can see all the grossness that is inside a fish room sink. Now this is truly disgusting. The way this pump works is that it has a float, sort of like a toilet, so that when the water hits this float, it makes the pump activate and it drains it to my line. But what happens over time is that so much sand and random other shit gets in there that it holds the float up and it just runs continuously, which makes me insane. So now it's all put back together. Just running the sink to make sure everything is working. And there you hear it working, pumping it back up. I'm not gonna lie, that was a massive pain. But it's really important to make sure you maintain your equipment. As you can see, fish keeping can be a pretty dirty job, but this did give me the opportunity to clean out underneath my sink here, which desperately needed to be done, so that's good at least. So the fish room's all cleaned up now, and I thought I'd just take you around a minute, show you some of the critters that are currently in the fish room. These are obviously red cherry shrimp. Looking really good. I know they've been off my list forever, but that's because I've been letting my colonies grow out again so that I actually have them in good quantity to sell to you guys. I have a ton of Amano shrimp, about 300, in with my Neocaridinacals, which you can see a cherry there. I'm hoping to do to add all the shrimp back to my list sometime soon. Blue shrimp still need some more time for breeding out, but they are looking great. And over here, Corridors pygmaeus, which are so stinking cute. Pistogramma trifasciata. See the male on the left and the female is yellow there, which means they may be having fry soon, which would be cool. There's several pairs in here, as well as the head and tail light tetras, and that one rogue rummy nose that got in there somehow, and who always wants to be the star of the show. We see you, fella. It's alright. Green neons. Fantastic fish. You can see how they just glow. Over here are the Kriegai tetras and Histadus cories. I think I'm going to do a species spotlight on these guys soon. We have my rams. See, that male looks super good. More rummy nose. And the chain loaches. Somebody wants some attention. Look at that guy. They're so sassy. Here we have rosy loaches. You can sort of see them in the back there. They're adorable. My wild bettas, they look like they were spawning, so I really let the malm develop in here so that any fry would have a really good first. Here I have CPD, which are in quarantine. Just got those in about a week or so ago. They're looking really good. Super red ancestris. Quite a few of them still. I expect to start seeing fry in this aquarium soon because quite a few of them are hitting sexual maturity. These two are smaller, but there's quite a few that are starting to show the bristles and all that show the sexual maturity. So I have made sure to have a bunch of these caves in here. There's an apple snail on that one, so that they can start breeding. The males chase the females into these caves. The female lays the eggs, the male kicks her out, and then he guards them till they hatch. It's pretty fun. I'll make sure I show you guys when it happens. We have the dwarf pencils, which I adore. Fantastic fish. The shellies, which are begging for food, because that's what they do. The longer I have these guys, the more outgoing they get. It's cool, and you can see their tank is all planted up now because I have impulse control problems. We have chili rasboras, doing great. Starting to get their good color. They need to be fed. They plump right up when you feed them. What's interesting about chilies, I think, is that they have this real iridescence to them with overhead lighting. Not sure if that's going to show up that well in here. So there's one that's really nicely colored up. And we have Ember tetras, Tucanoichthys. Embers are the orange guys. Tucanoichthys are the little guys with the black lateral line and the blue eye. There's the barred pencilfish, that dude with the stripes. And then these are the Rhizius wolverae, the rice fish that are blue. And then there's an ancestris in a cave. Surprised these haven't bred yet. We have Soelia linealata in this aquarium. Looking good. We have the super adorable bumblebee gobies. Now you guys have been asking a lot of questions about these, and eventually I will do a species spotlight, but I haven't kept them before. So I want to make sure I know a bit more about how they behave and how to care for them before I do my spotlight. Otherwise, it's kind of worthless. And there's been lots of questions about whether these are freshwater or saltwater. This group were collected from freshwater. You can see the males have more yellow to them than the females. It's pretty obvious after a water change. And so far I'm just keeping them in fresh. They're not showing any signs of stress. They're eating well. They're obviously acting like gobies should, and shortly here I'm going to add a lot more decor because there are quite a few of these guys in this aquarium. Just want to make sure there's no issues. And barring complications, they'll be ready next week to sell. In this aquarium are fire eye loaches, which I've never seen before.
They're super shy, but really, really cute. I love that patterning. I'm getting to know them better as well, but eventually I'll do some sort of species spotlight for you guys on these guys as well. Here we have ruby tetras. They're starting to look good. They really get a much better color than this. It's taken them a while to really settle in, but you can see they're starting to get the nice red that they're known for. Having some dark substrate or some tannins in this aquarium would certainly help with that. Next door we have the dwarf frogs. Everywhere, doing what frogs do. Look at those cute little legs. We have a tank of harlequins. They're looking really good now. These guys are sold, but you can see how beautifully the Kubotai have colored up. Just takes them a little bit of time. And I do have a ton of fry of these guys outside that I'll be moving in here in a few weeks. Did some maintenance yesterday on this Brooklyn tank. I think it's looking really great. That micro sort is definitely filled in. And then the 150. Everybody's looking really good. This tank is almost 2 years old. Hard to believe it's been that long already. Big boys. My favorite up front here. Begging for attention like she does. My baby. So I'm trying to get set up over here. By the time this video comes out, I'll have already done my collaboration with Dustin over at Dustin's Fish Tanks. But I'll make sure to put the link below if you guys want to watch it. We're going live today. All in all, everything's going really well in the fish room. Things are a moderately clean level. I have another big order of fish coming in this weekend. So cross your fingers that it actually comes in this weekend. Right now I have 16 empty tanks in the fish room. It's very frustrating. As always, thanks for your support. Make sure you stop by all my social medias so that you don't miss any of my various postings. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos.